Today's artist is going to absolutely blow you with her voice. She's called Hayla, and it's Visions of You. She's an artist on the rise, and everybody is saying she's an artist on the rise. She's an artist on the rise. So I'm joining them because she is. Her voice is absolutely spectacular. She does a live version of this song. Check her out on YouTube. You won't be disappointed. She's from Liverpool, England, and I'm telling you, she is the best thing that's come out of Liverpool since the Beatles. Yes, I make that big statement. But since, no, Cilla Black. Cilla Black was big in the 60s, 70s, went on to do TV career. But never have we had somebody that came from Liverpool we could go, wow. But now we have. Just remember, I'm going to say Visions of You, and remember Hayla is the one who sang it. The video you're going to see, I've mixed matched this, not in any disrespect to Hayla, she's a beautiful looking woman, but when you have a video already out, I like to do in my channel a lot of mixed matches just to be different, to give the single or the song a new breath of fresh air. And I'm doing this for John Hopkins because he came out with a spectacular video, which you're going to see, called Forever Held. And I have put the voice of Hayla over this because I think she and John marry so well, the video and her voice. And I think John will be wow, and Hayla will thank me for it as well. She is today hailing from Formby, Liverpool, UK. Hayla, a British singer and songwriter, and steadily emerging as one of the most in-demand vocalists in the dance music. Hayla has been featured on a number of significant tracks alongside high-profile artists such as Wilkinson, Ben Nicky, KX5 and more. After co-writing and being featured on KF5's track Escape, Hayla performed the track with KX5 at their show in the Coliseum in LA, which broke records as the largest single-day concert headlined an electronic music artist in the north of America per Polestar. Now, Hayla began singing professionally in 2016 and performed live at the venues across Liverpool, Manchester and the north of England before meeting the rapper Example, who helped her transition into the mainstream. Moving along to the present, Hayla has now performed at Brixton Academy, Creamfields, EDC Las Vegas, and toured with Pete Tong and the Essential Orchestra in 2022. Launching her solo project in 2022 itself, Hayla released her first two singles, Treading Water and Unfold, which showcased her writing and vocal versatility. In 23, Hayla's collaboration with John Summit, Where You Are, was finally released in March the 3rd, and the track secured the cover of Spotify's Mint playlist, the cover of Apple Music's Dance X playlist, and a multitude of other playlists and editorial features. Recently, at the release party for Where You Are on March the 3rd, Hayla appeared with John Summit, who played to a sold-out show in New York City. Speaking to E-Train on why she writes and performs, Hayla said, "I've been singing since I was young, but I always was incredibly shy. Singing was always a sort of therapy for me, and sometimes I didn't really share until I was much older and I found my confidence. And after this moment, I've been addicted to performing live and sharing the collective emotion. I wanted everyone to feel as good as I do when I sing. And being able to write songs and lyrics that connect with people and hearing people sing back to the ideas that you've had in your head is a feeling like no other. I've been writing for many years now, and every time I release a new track, that feeling of pride and emotion never dulls. Now, with an impressive track record of monumental releases and features, Hayla is set to become one of the most influential vocalists in the industry. Trust me, everybody, you've heard it here on CC Europop Music First. She is the biggest thing to come out of England since Cilla Black out of Liverpool and the Beatles out of Liverpool. She is just sensational. And to keep up with Hayla's upcoming performances and releases is to be sure, follow her platforms, everybody. I can't give them. When you're a demonetized channel like mine, I don't make money out of what I do. You cannot print, let's say, other people's releases, but you know, the links to all the other websites that they have, the artists. It's so unfortunate, but that's how it is now. But look, we'll be back with what the meaning and the vision of you is about. It's from her album Dust. released, that's D-U-S-K, released in 2023. And the song is encapsulating that you're about to hear the emotional turmoil of longing and introspection, showcasing Hayla's unique vocal style and lyrical depth. Now, what it says about this song as well, and this is my research, and I'd like to give also, I meant to say that, I'd like to give a shout out on that previous research to the person who wrote it. It was published by Yale Rosin. I hope I've said the name right. So Yale, shout out on my channel. Thank you for the research I've taken from you on Hayla. Now, the quick summary about the song. Longing, struggle, memories of significant other, highlighting the complexities of love and mental health. But she sings it in, oh, such a beautiful way. And what she also does, Hayla, is deliver it in such a beautiful way. Now again, check her out, singing it live on YouTube, but I've mixed it. I've given it a beautiful video by John Hopkins, and I think in retrospect, John is going to say wow to this as well. John meet Hayla, Hayla meet John, and everybody on my channel meet John, the video guy, and Hayla, who sings.
These visions are you, they make me wanna talk to myself. I get lost inside my room. I know it's not good for my health. I'm opening wounds. I'm better with every breath. This is just something I choose. But I'm closer with every step. I fall into visions of you. Keep going to visions of you. Hold you in my mind. I'm frozen in time with only these visions of you. I fall into visions of you. I fall into visions of you. Always felt like I could lose. But when I'm with you, I forget. I left my heart bruised. But I never had any regret. I fall into visions of you. Keep going to visions of you. Hold you in my mind. I'm frozen in time with only these visions of you. I fall into visions of you. I fall into visions of you.
Now everybody, that was going into another song, so do check her out because she's singing 3 or 4 songs and it's all live here. And that was Forever Held, the video. Didn't that video just marry the clarity and the delivery and the performance and the beauty of that voice. And it gives another perspective to Hayla's, well, maybe she'd never seen it before, but going into doing films. You know, we've all seen Enya be successful in franchises. I think Hayla can do just as well. And we've all seen other voices in Dune, D-U-N-E, not G-U-N-E, Lorcan. But I can only say the future is so bright. She's as bright as the stars that you see in the depiction here in the video. Hayla's voice is so incredibly golden. It's beautiful. I loved it. And as I said, you'd be very, very taken back and blown away by... I can't put links, because I'm a demonetized channel, I can't put links onto my description. But I can make the videos and talk endlessly about them. But what I'd like to do is go into the song. The Visions of You, it unfolds like a diary entry. It reveals Hayla's deep emotional connection to somebody. This is what the song's about, everybody, who's left a significant mark on her life. The song opens with imageries lost in a room. And that basically just sets the tone for the isolation and introspection. And these are metaphors that lots of different artists use. I know that in their videos. But how she does it is so beautiful. She does it through the lyrics, that you paint your own picture, suggesting that Hayla is not just physically lost, but she is emotionally adrift, and we've all been there. And that's why I thought the video, drifting, emotionally adrift, images, feeling lost, out of space, all of that married so well with this song. I think I've done it justice, both artists justice, by marrying them together. The song progresses, and the repeated phrases emphasize a sense of an obsession. You know, the visions of you being repeated. Hayla grapples with the memories that flood her mind, illustrating struggling between being able to move on, which is so difficult. And I say to friends, look, when you break up, you're going to go on a memory surge, a memory trip. You're going to go over and over in your mind. Why? And after why, oh, what we had. But like a lot of relationships, people don't see them coming crashing to the ground, and they don't see the warning signs. They just don't. Because there's always one out of two that's so in love, they just love what they have and the relationship. But then the other one wants stimulation and finds the relationship boring and wants to move on. There's always that conflict. And the one that's so in love with everything just doesn't see the other one's bored of them. And so they go drifting in their own thought process. And that's what these visions do in the lines that mention opening wounds. When it says that in the lyrics, it's suggesting memories, and they're not just nostalgic things. They're actually fresh. They're still there. They're in the heart. It's painful. And that indicates a relationship may have ended physically, but mentally it's not. It's not. And that's in a lot of cases, everybody. Mentally, physically it does, but mentally no. It mentions in the lyrics as well the phrase frozen in time. We've heard that. We've heard references to it. We've heard it on TV. We've read it in books. But in the lyrics here, it's capturing that essence of how Hayla feels stuck in her memories. And she's wondering, well, okay, I'm lost in all of this. But there is a sense of reality creeping in. How do I move on, kind of? And she's unable to move forward. And listen, that is so typical of everybody, including myself, of a past relationship that was so physically violent. I had such a violent ex-partner. You cannot believe and comprehend how slim and small this person was, and I allowed them to do incredible things to me and be so abusive. And a narcissist at its worst and its most physical and dangerous. That's what I was with. But I still felt trapped in my thought process, and I still did the self-blame thing. We all do that. And it's a common theme about love and loss, this song. And Hayla articulates it in that raw vulnerability of that voice. And she resonates us with relating to her and what she's going through because of that voice. We're gripped by it. So we're sucked into this song, and I love that. And that's why I love the video. The mood, I feel, of the song is enhanced in the melancholic melodies, should I say that? I think so, that accompany the lyrics, creating an atmosphere that invites reflection. Because we do have to reflect. When we can't move on, we have to reflect. Wow, am I this weak? But you never think of saying that to yourself. But sometimes I feel like saying, look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I really this weak? I can't move on? Yes, because you're human and you have a heartbeat. Throughout the song, there's a tension between the beautiful memories and the pain they bring. It's a conflict of the heart, mind over matter, what we've all heard. And it can be uplifting to listen to Hayla sing about it, but it can bring turmoil to those who are experiencing it now. And what I say is, this duality is what everyone does experience. You're not on your own. It's a rich exploration, this song, of memory and internal conflicts and emotional connections. Hayla's ability, I feel, as an artist to convey is uniquely unique. So beautiful, so golden a moment to listen to. She captivates you. And it's good listening. It's good to listen to for anybody that's going through the same, to feel that you're not on your own. This woman's been through it. And how does she deal with the bittersweet nature of love? She conveys through lyrics, whereas you need to convey through your actions to resolve the pain that you're feeling and move on in life. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed Hayla. Visions of You. Hayla will be back. For sure, for sure, for sure. Thanks for listening.